Hey, Blackout.
Yeah,
Since when did we get a red Scorponok?
that's not Scorponok. Don't tell Nang, okay?
Got it.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back. It's Khan, and today I have the Scorpion guy. Oh, here he is. It is Double Punch, and of course, he's missing the tail. He's missing the tail, but I decided to take it off. But yes, here is Double Punch from Rise of the Beast. We got another Scorpion guy here. Speaking about Scorpions, yes, I do have Scorponok right here. I do have Scorponok, but we're going to review this guy a little bit later because I'm in the process of moving out right now. So hopefully once I move in, I'll do a quick review of this guy, because I just kind of realized if you look right here, do you kind of notice them? They kind of look like they're palette swaps. They kind of look like they use the same image. So yeah, I honestly don't know who came first, if it's Scorponok or Double Punch. I'll have to kind of do a little bit of research on that. But I feel pretty convinced that Scorponok was supposed to be the first one. So, but yeah, we'll definitely have to do a little bit of apples to apples comparison, just kind of like how we did Novocaine and Freezer, to see the difference between this guy. So this guy's gonna be the first one on the chopping block, and then we'll take a look at Scorponok. So yeah, let's go ahead and play around with this articulation and posing and see what he can really do, all right? Alright, so we're going to talk about the articulation for Double Punch. I know it's probably not the fun stuff, but I reassure you I have to get through this really quick. So I'm going to try to speed run through his articulation really quick. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to rotate his head so he can rotate left, right, and he can look up. His arms can rotate all the way to the back, but his scorpion legs get in the way. So his scorpion legs get in the way, but yes, his arms can go all the way back. I don't think he could do a T-pose, and even if he could, it's like these spikes. It's his shoulder blades, basically, like the literal shoulder blades get in the way, so you really can't do a T-pose. Arms can bend, his hands can actually bend, but they can also rotate. He does not have waist rotation, and he can't really do an ab crunch, but he can bend forward a little bit. It looks like he can bend forward, although on my copy, his left leg, for some reason, doesn't rotate, but his right leg does. So I have some issues with one of his legs. His feet can rotate, which is a little bit strange. But yes, his feet can rotate, and they look like they can also bend as well too. His legs can go forward and back, so you can definitely do a kick. And I believe he can also do the splits too. I think he can also do the splits. But yeah, that kind of covers everything that we need to talk about for Double Punch's articulation. So let's go ahead and go straight into the posing test here. Let's see if Double Punch can be a model. Double Punch's main accessory that he has is his tail, basically, but he can attach the tail as a weapon. Now, the first time that I played around with him, I didn't really know how to attach it. It took me a while to realize that there's a hole. Yeah, both his arms have like a hole, and basically that hole is where you slot the tail, and then that way then he's got the tail as like a flail. So the tail becomes a flail, basically. And again, I do like that the tail does have some articulation, so it can be bent. And again, we can definitely put it on the other arm if we need to. Now, because of the way his hands are designed, he can't really hold a lot of stuff, which, you know, is kind of to be expected because, you know, he's a scorpion. He's a scorpion guy. I don't think he should be holding anything. But it is kind of funny that I was able to get him to hold Novocaine and Freezer in his hands. There we go, and then there's Double Punch with the other arm right there. Double Punch does come with his own little backdrop. He's actually kind of cute, but he still looks pretty cool though. I think he looks really, really cool. So, model for me, all right? Alright guys, it's time to do the transformation for Double Punch, and I have to say this one was a little bit strange, a little bit tricky to figure out, but it definitely took me a few tries. I think this is the best attempt I can give it because I think one of the legs was giving me a bit of a problem, but I think he looks fine though. I think he looks fine. So, alright, here is Double Punch in his cute little scorpion mode. Whoa, I know, I'm like, whoa. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like this leg, I actually don't know if I did the legs correctly because it looks fine, especially when you do it like this. It looks perfectly fine. But then when I kind of start to look at it from the side, it looks a little, I don't know, it looks a little too far in. I guess you could kind of extend it out like that, and I guess it would still look fine. But again, I have no idea if I did the leg correctly, so I'm just gonna kind of just do it like that. But yeah, like I said, this is Double Punch in his ult mode, I have to say. Really, really gnarly looking. Very, very, very Scorpion-like indeed. Yeah, and like I say, he definitely looks very vicious looking indeed. These legs here, I don't know what's going on with these, but I think that it was like this leg in particular. One of the legs was definitely farther up, and then the other leg was farther down, so that when I set him down on the table like this, yeah, so you see, like, once I set him down on the table, he's not really balanced very well. But then sometimes, like with these legs, they're kind of stiff, like really, really stiff. And I don't know if that's intentional that they're that stiff. I guess that's the only thing I don't like. But yeah, this is Double Punch in his transformation right here. He's a mean looking scorpion. Yeah, honestly, I think I have a lot of like mixed things that I want to say about this guy, because I really wanted to enjoy this figure, to be honest. Like first glance, like I was gonna have a lot of fun with it, but then after playing around with like his limbs and stuff, I've kind of ran into some problems, particularly like again like with the legs. Like, you know, like you have to take this down, and then I don't know what the word is. Like you unfold it and then tab it and that stuff. Like it's kind of loose on mine, so I can't get it secured. So like every time that I have to try to move his leg, if I need to move his leg, I end up just taking this, like unfolding it while trying to move the leg, and I'm like, ah, shoot. So I have to actually pinch it in order to move his leg, and it's really, really kind of annoying that happens a lot. I'm sure that that's not supposed to happen, but yeah. But speaking about untabbing, I don't know if it's just me a lot, but do you see this gap here? So every time that I do try to move his legs, this taps off very easily. Like it almost looks like that's his belly button. The belly or the waist area does untap very often. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue, but like I said, there's some really odd things happening with this figure, and I really don't know if it is a quality issue or if that was intentional. It's hard to really kind of say, but yeah, I mean, like Double Punch has some really, really, I don't know, like he's got like a lot of weird issues is all I can really say. This leg, like I can't really twist it very much, because the other leg I can twist, but this one's like stuck, and when I did try to get it to move, it just popped off. So yeah, I really don't know what's going on with my copy though, because like I said, I love him visually. I think he looks great in his robot mode, which is really strange because in the movie he doesn't ever transform, but even in Scorpion mode he also looks really, really intimidating. And again, I think his transformation is really awesome. And at least now we have a giant scorpion. We can actually add some giant scorpions in our room. But yeah, I just kind of feel like there's some really weird issues with how he's like made. So again, I think my main gripe or my main complaint is just the quality of him a little bit. Again, I don't know if anyone else has kind of had that issue, because it's not just the limbs too. Like sometimes like his feet pop off very easily. So like that's another little issue that I have with him. Oh my goodness, Double Punch. The hands don't pop off very easily though. The hands are nice and secure, but it's his feet that really pop off very, very often. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has had issues with like the legs, but like I swear, like the amount of untabbing this torso has and just the occasional, like, if I don't pinch the legs and these things just easily pop off, you know, they just easily they easily unfold, and then it doesn't want to like tap back in. Like, it's pretty annoying. I really wanted to like this guy, but I still like him though. Again, I still like him. I just think the quality on it is just not the best. So again, it might just be my copy. You know, he actually has really good articulation, which really surprised me. That is one thing I forgot to mention, but he does actually have really good articulation, pretty good posing variety. I do like his look in robot mode, and I also like the scorpion mode too. It actually wasn't too bad transforming. And at least his tail is detachable, which, you know, it's optional if you want to put it on him. And I think that he looks great without the tail. And at least he can wield the tail as a weapon. I think, like I said, my main complaint is just the QA, like the quality assurance with it, because like I said, like these things are not tabbing in and they unfold very often. Yeah, quality assurance issues, I would say. And again, I think that's not a bad figure. I still have a soft spot for him. I think he looks great. But yeah, I think if my copy came out a little better, I would definitely give him higher remarks. But still, I think that kind of concludes everything we need to know about Mr. Double Punch here. Alright, Double Punch, go ahead and wave to the camera. If you guys like this review, make sure to leave a like, comment, and share. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video, alright? So, see ya!